Well, hi guys. We actually gonna try this thing. Usually I go live on YouTube and then I share on TikTok. But today we're gonna do both because I will be just answering the questions and hopefully I can see both subscribers, right? So I can see all the questions. Hello, my dear TikTokers. How are you doing today? Hopefully, I'm gonna give you a few minutes so you can start joining me. I see that on YouTube, I am streaming from my phone. I see one like. Unfortunately, how can I actually see who is watching me? Okay, remember to guard your policy, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, guys, um, maybe, you know what I should do? Maybe I should put my YouTube channel right here and mute it, right? And watch it, the comments. Or maybe, I don't know, somehow I will be able to see them. Let's see. Save highlights, cancel, not mute microphone. Well, I guess, guys, on YouTube today, you guys gonna be listening, but my YouTubers, I mean my TikTokers, are gonna be able to see some screens. So first, most of you were asking me, what was I doing yesterday? Who did I go to? Who did I visit? And why we were making the video? Well, first I met Alex Bloom, who is YouTuber as well, but the main reason I went to see him because he's the owner of a credit booster company. He also has small trucking company and they do car hauling with the small trucks, and that's what they concentrate on. And he's been in business for a long time, and we were discussing importance of dispatchers and profits and actual relationship between dispatcher and driver, what is important and what is there to improve. Also, he's been asking me if I have any thoughts on outsourcing dispatch, on company dispatcher, on an independent dispatcher. And of course I do, because that's why I created Dispatch Training Center, guys, because I want to make sure that people can learn how to dispatch, open small family business, work from home, like me, for example. Most of the time I work from home, drink your coffee, right? And still make money. So let's one more time discuss the difference between the company dispatcher and an independent dispatcher. You know what? I'm actually going to make this screen a bigger now, so it's easier for me to monitor what's going on. And hopefully I can still see all your questions, right? So you guys can share, you guys can ask questions and I will answer them. Hello, I have to move it here. Actually, I see that Arthur from North Carolina is watching, and this gentleman called me a few days ago. He was actually very grateful. First, he gave me lots of compliments, telling me that I am doing a good job on educating people who want to become dispatcher, educating people who actually want to open trucking company. He was asking if he can come and maybe work for us in the future as an owner operator, and we will discuss that opportunity probably in March or April. But it was so nice to actually hear from person who've been in trucking for more than 20 years, to have that gratitude. And I really appreciate that, guys, because when we do something, when we actually sharing the knowledge, when we are trying to have a mission, and our mission is not that easy, right? Change trucking for the better is not a mission just for one person. So unfortunately, I cannot really do it by myself. I need all of you. I need my students. I need my followers. I need my subscribers. I need people who actually in logistics, in trucking, to join that mission together, because only together we can change something. And we have proof with getting together. That's when we have a power. But again, one more time, Arthur, I really want to say thank you for appreciating what I do. It's put a smile on my face, and that's what actually helps me to keep going. Because a lot of times, guys, you don't really think that it takes a lot of energy to go on TikTok or go on YouTube or try to do those shorts or edits or try to make sure that people understand you. Well, it's a lot and a lots of efforts. It takes lots of time. Like yesterday, I was actually working till 4:30 in the morning. After I work all day, then I had my little beauty preparation for the shoot. So I did my hair, I did my makeup, and we started shooting probably around 8:30, and we finished at 11:30. Then I had to drive all the way back home, about an hour drive. And when I actually came home, I'm like, wow, I still need to file lots of IFTAs. I need to make sure that my team did not miss anybody. So actually, I was working till 4:30 in the morning. Of course, today I woke up a little bit later because all my loads were pre-booked. I did not have to look for early loads because everybody pre-booked actually till Monday. Most of our trucks were on East Coast. They were delivering today, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Jersey. We mostly deal with carriers outside of Chicago area, so or Wisconsin or Iowa, so they want to come back by Friday. So everybody was pre-booked already yesterday to go back to deliver on upstate Wisconsin, Iowa, Chicago on Friday. And today we rebooked them to go back to upstate New York. Some of them just take the short load with delivery on Monday. Some of them are actually going back. So in this case, we are not really worried about, you know what, it's hard because I am streaming on the phone and I see one of my carrier have an issue and I cannot really, I am not stopping live right now because guys, I also appreciate your work. So I will deal with it. That's not an emergency. That's just a question. So everything is pre-booked, and today I will be concentrating on just answering your questions, preparing for safety class. And if you're still looking to join our safety class, we are actually starting on Sunday. So we did the IFTA last week. So it's not too late to sign up for safety class. And actually, I just added the sale, 150 sale. If you guys put 150 sale, you can save $150. Usually, we don't really do promotions like this because we usually give $100 around holidays like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. But it's beginning of the year. Most of you are paying taxes. Market have been harsh. So I am willing to help a little bit. You can split payment in 3 payments on our website if you choose Affirm. I'm gonna actually share the link for you, because if you're serious about becoming a pro dispatcher, if you're serious about learning how to run trucking, how to manage company, or maybe you are looking for the new career, well, this is something you can do. Control V. Wow, thank you, Thomas. He is actually my assistant now. I'm gonna put him on a salary. Yes, that's correct. It is 150 sale, and you can save $150. Okay, let's see. Do we have any questions? Are you the owner of the company? Yes, I am the owner of the company, and I am also founder and the owner of other company, which you guys know as a Dispatch Training Center. Most of you who are new to my channel, I also insurance agent. I also agent for the RTS, and I'm also real estate agent. So those are things I am actually doing. I am multitasking. Thank you, Thomas. He said, I am appreciating you. Ozzy sends me roses. Thank you, Ozzy. How trucking been? Did you manage to fix that BOC3 filing? For some of you who did not watch our previous live, here's the situation. So Ozzy has a company, and most of you know that you need to do 2 steps to activate MC, right? So you need to make sure that you have BOC3 on file and of course insurance. And BOC, we file once and usually you don't have a problem. Problem was that company who was a process agent approved by FMCSA, they went out of the business. So he woke up one day and his MC was inactive. This can be a shock, right? You have trucks on the road. So this is not something you even think about, right? MC inactive. That means that your trucks cannot get load. You need to call FMCSA. Believe me, it's not 30-second fix, right? So he had to deal with it, and hopefully he fixed the problem. But some brokers will see that you have a little collapse, maybe 2 days, 3 days, maybe a week, and they will give you a hard time. They're gonna say, well, UMC went inactive. Well, let's see my YouTubers. Hello, beautiful. Red color is absolutely gorgeous on you. Thank you. Thank you, Mimoslavic. I like this. Is more chocolatey. Best regards. Been on channel for a while now. Find your strict mentality very useful for job. I mean, learning it the right way. Guys, I am not sweet talker when I am teaching dispatch. And you have to get used to this. This is not my rudeness. This is my directness. I'm also Eastern European. So yes, we do have difference the way we carry ourselves. And it's, you know what? It comes from confidence. I do not hurt your feelings, but I will push you to learn in my class. I will put you in your place if you disrespect me. I don't need to ask somebody to protect me from rudeness, haters, and everybody else. Believe me, I can take care of myself. I want respect because I'm giving you respect. I actually want gratitude because I'm giving you gratitude. I want appreciation because I'm giving you appreciation. Everything else, we need to learn. And learning sometimes is not that easy. It's a lot of information. Sometimes we have lots of same questions, and some people get kind of arrogant because when you teach class, everybody's on a different level. Believe it or not, it's not an easy to be a teacher or instructor, especially in the live classes, because we are all so different. Our intelligence level is different. Our English level is different. Our math skills are different. Our logical thinking is different. And when I am trying to bring the information to you, believe me, it's very challenging. And remember that our classes are 4.5, 5 hours long, and it can be exhausting for some of you. That's why if you're not ready to put an effort, if you're not ready to finish homeworks, if you're not ready to participate in my class, please save your money. Go and sign up for some trucking guru classes where nobody's gonna care if you learn something or not, right? Go put that money to maybe cooking, baking cake classes. Do not sign up for my class if you're not willing to put an effort. The classes for me, it's not my mainstream of the income. This is kind of my hobby. This is my passion. Just because my first education, I'm actually a teacher. I have masters in art. I used to teach literature. I love teaching. Secondary, I'm here to change trucking for the better. I am lucky enough, I am blessed enough to be able to afford the mission because I've been workaholic all my life. I do a lot of things. I am not planning on stopping working a lot and achieving my goals. So for me, my classes, this is like my joy. This is my passion. This is something I look forward to. I'm telling you, and if you go and you read reviews, we have 5-star reviews from all the students because they see it and they appreciate. We have some students who think that they're gonna sign up for classes and they're just gonna open load board, they're gonna learn how to post the truck, and that's it. Believe it or not, we're not really even going through that in the class. You doing posting, searching, equipment, you're gonna learn on your own in between the classes. I am concentrating on giving you so much more behind the scenes, right? What's gonna happen when truck gets stuck? What do you do with detentions? What is a revised rate confirmation? How to build a relationship? Why commodities goes by the season? What is the import? What is the export? Why do we have to eliminate deadhead? What is the operational cost? I am not here teaching you kindergarten. Let's post the truck. And then we look 2 hours at that one or truck stop and let's click here. We don't do that. We cover so much information. Believe me, some of the students had to open new emails and they had to buy the extra space so they can actually receive all the PDFs, all the stuff they are receiving during the class. I am preparing you for bigger picture here. I am preparing you to become a pro dispatcher. I'm going to give you a strong foundation. I'm going to put in your mind that logical sense. I'm also, since I have been a business person for the last 24 years, guys, I work for other people maybe a year and a half from 23, 24 years old till now, and I'm 46. So I don't work for nobody. So I know how to build businesses. I know how to run businesses. I know what does it take to be successful. So in my class, I am inspiring you and I am telling you, you should do this. You should not do this. Add extra stream of income, even if you just want to be a dispatcher. For example, learn safety. Maybe why don't you want to go and finish insurance classes and become also insurance agent? Since you're gonna have carriers, you can offer them dispatch service. If you learn how to help them with the safety, well, you can charge them for the safety and compliance services. Then you can go and actually provide them with insurance and make money. Do not ever concentrate on one little idea because things can go wrong. Let's see. Now, remember, my classes were 85 students per class, 75. Now we are back to what? 25, 30. Still a lot. Actually, it's way easier for me to teach class. But why? Because market went down. So a lot of people are thinking, should I sign up for class or I should not sign up for class? A lot of people actually going through a harsh time because economy is not doing well. So if I would be only depending on my classes, would I be comfortable? No, not really. That's why I still dispatch. That's why I sell insurance. That's why I am affiliate with a DAD, affiliate with RTS. And actually, that's why I went and meet this guy, Alex Bloom from Credit Booster, because I want to start helping people. And of course, if I'm helping them, of course, I'm a business person. Of course, I'm going to be making money on it, right? So please set your goals. See what you have to do. Find your passion. You have to love what you do and you're going to succeed, right? So let's look at the question. Can I work for you? You don't need to get me in the payroll. You can pay me with your knowledge. Okay, sounds good. Can you work for me, Pablo? Very true. 50 state freight. Well, what else? What other questions we have? Okay. I think we have some ignorant guys on the YouTube. Hopefully that handsome boy can just leave this live because we are educational channel. So please find something better to do. Hi, Alex. You directness is what I appreciate in class. You offer a ton of knowledge. And this is from Sabine, our previous student who actually been in other businesses, so she can so she can compare when she gets the training. And recently, I actually got the review from one of the students. So let's find dispatch training center, right? And let's read her review because I really like what she said. A lot of you guys actually, oh, that took us for website. No, we need to go on a Google reviews. Okay, Facebook here. Okay, so let's see our review. Guys, any questions? By owner, Brianna's family. Okay. You know what? Let me just find Google. I wish I could just have somebody joining my live so we can actually discuss something. But why did I wanted to bring her review up? Because she was a person who was debating about online classes. And she told me that she did not believe in option to learn dispatch in online format. So let me move it here. So let's read. So she said that Alex is an amazing instructor who is really passionate about the trucking industry. Well, thank you, Tamakia. I have never been an advocate for online classes because I always felt that I learn better in person. However, Alex has proven me wrong. Her Zoom classes felt more like in-person classes, very structured, and no one escapes being called on by name. So it would behoove you to pay attention and participate. Her teaching style is old school, direct, and easily digestible if you truly put in the work. I enjoy her dispatch class so much that I signed up for 2 additional classes, worth every penny, because the wealth of information you receive not only during our Zoom classes but through email is definitely more than enough to become a pro dispatcher. If you aspire the knowledge to change trucking for the better, Dispatch Training Center is the right choice for you. If you guys go and you read all the reviews, all the students will actually tell you that you need to put an effort. And I am telling you that one more time. You will need to read. You will need to spend at least an hour every day during those 6 weeks. So this is not just Saturday class. This is like 6 weeks of a boot camp with me being that direct, pushy surgeon who is going to tell you, wow, this has to be done. I don't think that you were reading or you are prepared for the class. So I will point that out in front of everybody. So if you have a really soft personality, again, do not sign up for my class. We respect you. We don't hurt your feelings, but you'd better be ready for that class because I'm spending my energy. I want you to give me that energy back by knowledge, right? What is the question about pre-booking? Let me scroll down. So our future student, she's asking about pre-booking. I don't see. Okay. Is pre-booking for 2 or more days requires to be more experienced than a newbie? Understand that in case of pre-booking, you need to predict more challenges that may occur. Well, we're not actually doing predictions, right? We actually do not play with our crystals and predicting, Eliana. It depends where you located. It depends who is a broker it is. If you know your driver. We're not predicting, we are pre-planning. Do the things gonna happen? Does things get canceled? Yes, but that's explainable. Brokers pre-book the loads as well. They are not just sitting and guessing, is everything gonna go smooth? Yes, it does take knowledge, but believe me, after my class, you will understand that pre-booking nowadays is a must. Because let's say you did not pre-book your trucks for Monday. And we're talking about, let's say, big cities, mega cities, as Chicago, let's say Milwaukee, let's say Dallas, let's say Newark, New Jersey, let's go to Atlanta. So your dispatcher did not really spend time on Friday to pre-book your load. What's happening? Most of the time, Monday starts, and dispatchers go crazy because now he has 5-6 trucks and nobody had load. So he just trying to get rid of those trucks. He just booking loads. And a lot of times the drivers sit till 2, 3, 4 p.m., right? And why do they sit till 2, 3 p.m.? Because dispatcher is not a machine. It takes time to book loads in this market. So hopefully at least he's organizing by priority. If your truck's on East Coast, they're gonna be your first priority, whoever is delivering first. So that's why pro dispatchers, we're not predicting, we're just doing our job by simply pre-booking for Monday, simply pre-booking if we are going to the area where is not that many loads. And a lot of times I would not even go to some area if I do not have reload back. So this is not playing magical game of trucking. This is actually doing your job. How are you gonna know? Well, if you know how to calculate hours of service, if you're gonna be able to look at ELD, if you know your shippers and receivers, you actually can be pretty close to what? To booking and not have cancellation. But of course, things can happen in trucking. But that's why you're pro dispatcher. You're gonna make sure you call broker ahead of time. You're not gonna wait till the last minute to tell him that now you cannot pick up the load, right? You're gonna explain to broker that maybe your loading took on longer, and you're gonna give him a proof. So those are little things which we do as dispatchers. This is a part of the job. But good question, Alina. What other questions do you do? Recommend some English courses for dispatcher. Well, can I recommend some English courses for dispatchers? Actually, I just signed up for that Bold app, and every time it's telling me, well, Alex, you did not do your stuff today. So promising myself, starting today, I will spend half an hour on that app every day to improve my accent. So maybe I'm gonna start sounding very American, and maybe you guys not gonna like it. You guys not gonna understand what I'm talking about. Or maybe it's not gonna be American. Maybe it's gonna be some British English. Or maybe my accent is even gonna worsen. So we'll see what's gonna happen. But is that something I need to do? Yes, because of course we need to improve all the things. But Bold, B-O-L-D, is one of the good apps because you can record it, you can do it on your phone, it corrects you, and you can choose an actor which you like, or you can put your native language, so it actually fixes, for example, things that me as a Ukrainian, right? So we have certain things which we need to fix, and I don't know, I've been trying to fix them for 24 years, did not succeed, but I guess it did not stop me from achieving goals in the USA. I train my ear to other accents, so I have no problem with talking to other people, especially on the phone. This is one of the things which non-English speaking dispatcher have hard time with, because some accents they just cannot understand. But after a while, after months or so, believe it or not, you will even know where person from, right? You probably have been watching me, and I can tell you, are you Serbian? Are you Bulgarian? Are you Albanian? Are you from Pakistan? You are from Dominican Republic? Because you start hearing it and you start training your ear. And same as me. Of course, usually they say, are you Russian? No, I'm not Russian. I'm Ukrainian, because even between Ukrainian and Russian accent, it's a big difference. Between Ukrainian and Polish, it's a huge difference. And if you've been talking to a lot of people, you can actually understand that. What else? Got a question, ma'am. What is your question? What should we expect in the trucking industry market? Well, this is a time, guys, when I should go to the higher powers, and actually I have to predict with my crystals, right? Let's take all my crystals, guys. I am really into crystals. I like to meditate, right? If I have a hard day, or if maybe, you know what, if I've been around the people with a bad energy, I always have my protective stones. So that's something which is something different than trucking, keeps me occupied. So predictions. Well, I cannot really predict, but economy doesn't seem like improving. We might see extra freight maybe in April, and that's what usually happens because now nothing's gonna happen. The tax season, seasonal changes, of course, bring more loads. It depends which trailers you're working with, right? So usually we have a little spot market for what? For reefers in beginning of end of April, beginning of May. It depends on the weather in Florida, but uh, actually I don't think that we're gonna see the drastic changes. I think that we will see improvement maybe after election, and hopefully if economy is gonna get a little bit stronger and regular Americans, average American is gonna be able to have buying power back, and they're gonna start buying more stuff. Well, in that case, we will need to be ordering more stuff coming from, of course, outsourcing country like China and everything else. Well, of course, we have the ignorant people, who are our haters and who are so rude. Alina, don't even waste your energy on some some arrogant person. It's so nice when my students start sticking up for me, especially when we go live and some ignorant prick is putting some dirty jokes or he's insulting people, and you guys trying to stick up for me. Don't worry about it. He's already punished by God. His ignorance is a choice, and he's choosing to be ignorant. And probably if you look at his profile, sitting somewhere in the middle of freaking country in his freaking trailer or the dirty t-shirt with not brushed teeth, it's already punishment. So my dear Alina, don't worry, it's okay. He can sit here and be ignorant, right? we we're not gonna be like him. We are way better than this person, if you can call the person, because if you go to I think it's got blocked. Ruslan, thanks for the answer. You are welcome. What else? Again, guys, I'm watching on TikTok and I'm watching on YouTube, so I have both channels up. How would you handle working with a current driver as far as unpredictable hours? What do you mean as far as unpredictable hours? Are you talking about hours of service? What are you talking about? Can you please verify that one more time? We have Empire Truck in saying hi. What else? Let's see if she's gonna verify the question. Well, hopefully she's talking about hours of service. If your class has are you talking about the class? If your class has a certain schedule, I'm a driver with unpredictable hours. Well, our class is only on Saturdays, so that's why we have lots of drivers who take training anyway. But when you take the class on Saturdays, you need to make sure you're not really driving. So something that you need to ask management. If you're owner operator, you do need to plan. You have to actually be somewhere at truck stop. If you're a truck, you will need to have a good connection. You cannot take my class on the phone. You cannot take my class on the phone because you will need to be able to see the screen. So at least a laptop, not a little tablet, because I want you to really learn. So you can go and look at schedule and see if this schedule works. If not, we're gonna have another schedule in probably end of March. Let me ask you this, guys. All of you who is watching now, because our dispatch training is intense and it takes 6 classes and a lot of people still on the road. Would you like to maybe have like a weekend class, and we would call it like a crash class, right? That we actually just gonna do Saturday, Sunday, so it's easier to schedule. And of course, we're just gonna cover basics. It's not gonna be homeworks, it's not gonna be really quizzes, it's gonna be still a lot of information. Of course, it's gonna be way cheaper. And this way, for some of you, you can see what dispatch is about. We can cover the basic setup maybe with the brokers, load boards, main things, how to book the load, some area, commodities. And if you decide to continue and you like my teaching class, then we can actually use that as a partial payment for our full class. For some of you, maybe that's gonna be enough information because you guys just want maybe to see how the process works. So what do you think? Would it be a good idea just to have one basic, we would call it like really basic dispatch crash class? Also, it's gonna be not pre-recorded, it's going to be live. Maybe before that, you will need to also read some terminology, you need to prepare some stuff so you actually productive in that class. So I don't know. What do you think? Should I look into the schedule and should I create curriculum for something like this? Just like 2 days? Because 1 day is definitely not enough. I can do it maybe 2 weekends, or maybe I can do just Saturday, Sunday. I don't know. For me, it doesn't matter. Weekend getaway. Yeah, something like weekend getaway, weekend knowledge boot camp, right? For people who needs to just to see if dispatching is for them, or for people who may be driving and they're not sure if they want to switch to dispatching. I don't know. Let me know. Put the comments so I can see if that's gonna help you. I need a refresher. Weekend boot camp. Yes, that would be great. Okay, so then I'm gonna probably look into this and probably schedule and see if that's gonna be successful. Because again, some people cannot spend 6 weekends. They still driving. Even if you home, it's a lot of work. And for some people, this is like kind of beginning of dispatch. And then you can always come back and take what I call our VIP dispatch class because it is intense. Okay, what else is happening? Let's look at the market. So let me move myself here, whoever's watching me on TikTok. I'm gonna actually make myself a little smaller right here. So what's going on with the dry vans now? Well, we're still in January. It's same. If we compare it to December, it's 3 cents more. It's $2.14 per mile. If we look at flatbed, we are still at $2.46 per mile. And if we are looking at reefer, it's at $2.57. And of course, they're all telling us that winter storms led to higher spot market. What certain areas, for example, lots of my trucks come from upstate Wisconsin, Minnesota. Yes, rates went up. If, for example, you were going to East Coast for 3,200, 3,400, let's say Milwaukee to Boston area to Connecticut, well, now you're getting 3,750, you're getting 3,950, you can push it till 4. Coming back from East Coast, going again to kind of Milwaukee, La Crosse, upstate Wisconsin between Minnesota, you can get it now for 2,000, 2,200. And remember, they never pay more than 15, 17, 1,800. So yes, that's got a little bit higher. Lots of shippers, actually, you guys have to pay attention for their working hours because due to the weather, due to the storms, they're closing earlier. Some of them, they do not have a second shift, so they have less employees. So please, I'm asking you, not asking, I'm begging you, pro dispatchers, make sure you make phone calls for shipper and receiver. Verify the hours, right? For your pickup, for your delivery, to make sure that your driver is not gonna get stuck somewhere or if he is going to be late, right? So whose job is this? This is job of the dispatcher, verifying the details, right? Why am I watching? I am only 9. I don't know, gamer kid. Why are you watching? Maybe because one day you want to become successful and you gonna stop playing the games and you're gonna become a businessman, unless you're gonna become the famous gamer, right? So probably you should not be watching. Had your class almost 2 years ago. Wow. Refreshers is always good because it's a lot of changes. It's a lot of changes in trucking. It's a lot of things change what they require, the brokers, and actually it's tougher now to dispatch just because it's less freight. So they make all those rules, all those stipulations, right? Like you need inspections on a safer, you need to have 5 trucks to book the loads with us. Oh, we're not gonna give you loads just because you have carrier 411 node of rate guard, right? When the market was blooming, nobody was paying attention to that. Everybody was begging you for the truck. But this is a part of the business, right? So, at what stage do you usually call shipper and receivers? Well, the moment you receive rate confirmation, I like to do it before I sign it. So, in this case, if I already smell something fishy, I can cancel this load without expecting. So, I like to verify all the information starting with a pickup. And a lot of times, you guys gonna save your time, your driver's time, because let's say you call and you ask, well, we are here to pick up load for tomorrow or today. What time is it going to be ready? Can I verify? If you need dry van with the swing doors, you can always ask questions, shipper and receiver. And sometimes they're going to say, what are you talking about? This load already got picked up yesterday. Oh no, we don't have this product ready. Or they're going to say, you have appointment at 7 p.m. We are closing at 5 p.m. Or you're going to ask them, it's first come, first serve. They're like, no, this is very strict facility. You'd better have appointment. So if your broker is selling you this load without confirm appointment, I would rather not sign that rate confirmation and actually cancel the load. And lots of you're going to be newbies. So they're going to pushing you around. They're going to say, well, you have no right to call shipper and receiver. Really? We're agreeing to something. This is a part of my job to make sure, since we are on hours of service, since we're going to be deadheading, since we actually going to be moving this freight, this is part of the contract. I need to verify that this shipment is going to go. So me personally, every time they tell me, well, you breaching out the contract. Well, I'm not breaching out the contract. I am verifying the information and I'm doing my job. Because actually shipper and receiver also is part of that contract, right? And all those details is a part of the contract. So if you selling me the load and you telling me it's gonna pick up, first come, first serve, and I'm calling and it's their appointment and you did not even make appointment, this means that this contract is not really valid because you already lying. So for me personally, guys, I do not really care if they give me a hard time or not, because I'd better cancel that load than waste day or two sitting somewhere in the middle of nowhere without being unloaded or wasting my time. So yes, we're gonna be learning that in a class, which is starting February 3rd, right, Aliana? So we're gonna be learning that in a class. We're gonna look at the real rate confirmations. We're gonna read at all those little notes and all that nonsense which they put, right? And how they go around their little lies. So that's what we're gonna do. Thank you, my favorite dispatcher. So, okay, Kristen said that she would like that for that boot camp, the starting class. So Kristen, tell me, would it be easier to have Saturday, Sunday so the drivers can plan? And probably that would be easy because then you can kind of take one weekend off and do Saturday, Sunday, then try to do 2 Sundays or 2 Saturdays, because again, you cannot predict where you're gonna be, especially if you just a company dispatcher. So I really think that we should choose Saturday and Sunday and schedule that. Thank you, Rodrigo Toro, so giving me smiles there and hugs and kisses and telling me that I am your favorite dispatcher. Yes, look at my cup. What does it say? Queen of F. Oh, everything. I'm not gonna be swear, but this is a cup actually from one of my students who came to visit me. And it was so funny. He's like, you need to have this. When you do your lives, you should show this cup all the time. So I actually never do, but here you go, guys. That's what it says there. Any other questions, guys? Who has a hard time being a dispatcher and dealing with picky drivers? Let's be honest. Do you have that hostile relationship where you guys like going against each other? And maybe you're a company driver and you just cannot find the same grounds with your dispatcher. Let's see. Do you guys actually have that problem? While you're thinking about this, let's see. I wasn't able to take the safety and IFTA class last Sunday due to my schedule. What is a reasonable price to charge to file IFTA? I work at CPA form. Well, we charge per truck, and usually it's what, $80 to $100 per truck if you have more than 3 trucks. So you usually charge $50, $675 per general IFTA, and then you can split by other trucking permits. Hi, Alex. I'm a truck driver and thinking of becoming a logistic dispatcher. I have experience mostly in hauling containers. Do you recommend me taking your class? Well, if you're going to be becoming a dispatcher, you need to learn the basic of logistics, and you have to at least know the difference between the equipment, the commodities, the markets. So yes, I think it would be beneficial because paperwork process, setting up with a broker is the same. Load boards, doesn't matter what you're going to be working. Well, yes, if you think that you're just going to be working with containers, there is a specifications, but it's still another big part of negotiation, building a relationship, paperwork, understanding operational cost. So I really do think that you will learn a lot in my class. And again, dispatcher, usually we don't just dispatch one type of equipment or trailers, right? If you're gonna become an independent dispatcher, you should be able to dispatch reefer, Conestoga, flatbed, containers. Probably you can learn how to do car haulers when you have basic foundation, and that's what we give you. We give you a strong foundation on how all this works, and then you can go to specific niche, right? So that's what it is. Okay, and Kristen, thank you for being active on TikTok. She said, yes, Saturday, Sunday, it's easier to schedule out due to facilities operational. Okay, so sounds good. I'm gonna look into my schedule, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the basic crash course for hopefully future students who will come back when it's gonna be convenient for them and learn more. If not, guys, believe it or not, you're gonna receive lots and lots of information. Thank you so much for the answering about the IFTA. Okay. I wanna learn dispatching. Can you tell me the way to become a dispatcher? Well, again, we have training. You need to learn a lot of things before you become a dispatcher. You can go and try to do it for free on YouTube channel. Right now, you're watching us on YouTube. We have, 400 something videos. We have other people in industry who've been sharing the knowledge. So you should start following them. Also, you have a lot of things you can Google, right? Terminology. You can start learning the rules and regulation from FMCSA website. If you are a learner who can put the information, process information, and learn on your own, then you don't really need the classes. If you want to speed up the process, if you really want what's going on everyday basics, then you should probably train. You can take my training, you can take other training. Just make sure that those classes offer at least one practical session, because you will need to make that phone call, that they offer homework, that they also instructor still dispatching and understands what's going on right now in trucking. Not 5 years ago, not 2 years ago, not tomorrow, but exactly today. If you guys have been watching my videos, somebody made a comment. He said, well, it hurts to hear those rates from your posting 2 years ago? Of course, because the market was totally different. Negotiations were different, right? We sounded different. They were begging for the trucks. Now it's switched. So you need to understand all that. But it all comes with the knowledge. Okay, guys, I think we going to be done for today because we've been actually going live for 50 minutes. It's already what, 2:33. It is Thursday. So I need to finish a few carriers with IFTA. I need to prepare for safety class on Sunday. Now I need to put on my plan to create the curriculum for the crash course and actually schedule. So probably that's what I'm gonna do today. Hopefully, guys, you are having a great day. Hopefully that 2024 is starting on a good note for all of you. Remember, tax preparation. You still have few days. If you have anybody who works on 1099, you'd better send those forms on time. Do not be late for your taxes. Make sure that you going over all your receipts. That's why you need to be organized during the year. I have so many truck drivers who go crazy in January because now they try to find all the receipts for fuel and they try to see all the receipts for their maintenance. And what does it show? Guys, if you do not keep your profits and loss reports monthly, that means you're not really running the business. You need to know, have you made money this month or not? What is killing your operational cost? Is this breakdowns? Is it maybe preventive maintenance not done on time? Is that your high charges for safety or dispatch fee? Is that the mistakes your dispatcher makes when he takes you to the area that maybe do not have reloads? So if you in any business, you cannot wait till the January to figure out if you made money or you did not make money, right? You should look at it weekly, bi-weekly, and you should look at it monthly, right? So my pro dispatchers, we know how to calculate operational cost, right? We're helping our future carriers to understand. You guys have a simple spreadsheets, or nowadays you have all those apps. It's so easy. With technology, keeping stuff, it became so easy. With QuickBooks, with TMS, with little apps tracking your expenses. But the problem is that people do not want to do it daily. They don't want to do it weekly. They do not want to do it monthly. And then they're screaming, what I'm gonna do? The taxes are due. Then you ask for extension. Then you're not ready. And again, if you have to pay in the end of the year, hopefully you were paying quarterly at least, right? Hopefully you were putting that money aside, because most of you, when you see that you owe 10,000, 22,000, 8,000, you don't even have that money. So please, guys, can we learn to manage our businesses correctly? And it's a simple discipline. This is just simply, if you don't know how to do it, maybe ask your wife, your girlfriend, maybe have one dedicated day, end of the month or beginning of the month. Let's say every last Sunday, I am sitting down and I am organizing all this, right? Please, guys, it takes too long to do it. Trying to do it for the whole year in January, right? So let's be proactive. Let's be professionals. Let's actually know if we made money this year or if we lost money, right? Okay. Bosnian, привет. Hope all is well. QuickBooks is awesome. Hello, my Bosnian friend. Yes, everything is well. Again, we have another ignorant Koja 1974. Well, you're gonna be 50 years old, and if you're still ignorant, I feel sorry for you. Well, my name is not Ivanka, my name is Alex, so have some little respect, jerk, right? I don't know your name. That's how we're gonna end this life, with directness, with putting people in their places, because I don't care about your ignorance. I don't care that you try to insult me, but I will make sure you are blocked on my TikTok and my YouTube, and I will not let anyone to go and insult my followers, my subscribers, or my students. So let's finish the day strong. Yes, Thomas, goodbye. Have a good night. We still have half of the working day, but for you, it's a good night. And question, would you recommend starting logistic dispatch now or wait? Well, we all need a good dispatcher, so why do you want to wait? It's like starting any business. Are you gonna wait all your life, or you gonna start doing, become good, and start making money? We actually need good dispatchers with the knowledge. Now it's a better time to start, because if you can dispatch trucks now, you will be able to dispatch them in a good market. How can I join your classes? Well, you can go to our site. You can see it on YouTube links. You can actually sign up on learndispatchtoday.com, right? So Dispatch Training Center, and our class is coming up on February 3rd. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge, Alex. You are really great. Appreciate. Thank you so much. Hi, did you have dispatch for owner operator? Yes, dispatch is the same. It doesn't matter if you're going to be a company dispatcher, if you're going to be an independent dispatcher, if you are outsourcing dispatch service, if you are company driver, it is the same. So Mr. Rafa, doesn't matter. It is actually same principle, same knowledge. So if you're owner operator, well, you need to learn how to dispatch. Maybe you're not going to be dispatching, but at least you can monitor what is your dispatcher is doing, which mistakes do they do. So for owner operators, this is a must. You need to know safety and compliance. You need to know how to dispatch. You need to know a lot of things if you want to succeed as an owner operator, as a future owner of the trucking company. It's a must. It's the same as knowing ABCs. Question, would you recommend online classes or in person? Well, our classes are actually live. They are online via Zoom. Makes it easier for students to join them, because you can be in a different country, you can be in a different state, and it's easier to follow the class. Well, thank you guys, and I'll see you soon. So first, I'm gonna actually end my YouTubers. Guys, please comment, subscribe, and share the live. Please, we almost to 22,000 on YouTube. And actually, TikTokers are doing better, because we are to 23,000 followers. But I don't know how algorithm works, but I think they work by comments, by likes. So if you're watching any video, ask the question, or simply put us that we are doing a good job, right? Because we do appreciate your feedback, and it helps us to not give up and keep going and change trucking for the better. Thank you, guys. I'll see you soon, and probably tomorrow we might talk about buying a new truck. If I'm gonna reach the sales guy, Ruslan Bladov, today, and he has a time, maybe we're gonna schedule the stream on our platforms on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. But I love you. I'll see you soon. Always stay sassy. Always stay beautiful. This is for my girls dispatchers. And don't let anybody to push you around. My girls are strong. They are powerful. We know what we are doing. We are very successful. And we can achieve anything. Love you, girls.